Cal, how's the week gone just since LSU practice?
It's gone good. The guys have been good. We Tuesday, Wednesday's practices were sharp. Now it's the hard thing about the first game. Alabama, Mississippi, both really good teams. The hard thing becomes that they played and they've got momentum, and you're walking in not knowing, and you had to lay around all day. The hardest game is the first game. After that, you can still lose, but the hardest game is playing that first one when they have already played a game.
How much do you think that you guys can possibly improve a seed down here?
Well, that I don't know. I mean, that's obviously the committee. But I always come back to when they miss seed, you don't hurt the team that you miss seed. You hurt Ohio State, North Carolina. You hurt Wichita State. You kill them. That's who gets hurt. So I don't know what our seed is. I have no idea what they're thinking. I've heard 3, 4, 5. This is one of those years where normally I say seed matters because the numbers show you the higher you're seeded, the better your chances are of winning. This may be one of those years that it's crazy. You could have a 8 or 9 seed in the Final Four, maybe a couple. You could have an 11 seed. It's just one of those crazy years.
John, start of postseason, what do you feel most good about your team, and what kind of still keeps you up at night?
Well, nothing keeps me up at night. I'm feeling comfortable about my team. I like that they're being empowered. My message will be real simple for them. The message being, one, be the best version of you. Just know what that looks like. We know it. We've defined it. We've helped you. And then the second thing is be about your team. Now is the time to totally lose yourself, because being your best version should come easily now. It should be habit. So that's the message for these guys, and let's go play. This is for us to tighten up anything, to play with great intensity, to improve our seed or solidify our seed if possible. That's what this is about.
How's Scal been? Has he been able to kind of keep it up?
He was a little bit light either Tuesday or Wednesday, and I absolutely drilled him. Like, you're not doing that. You will not start. If you think you're reverting back, your butt will be right on that bench. And he kind of, where he would let go of the rope, he grabs onto it again. So he's trying.
You're about to demonstrate a performance. How important is this little tournament for Scal to kind of, keep that momentum going?
Well, we know our season's not ending this weekend one way or another. And so, he just has to build on it. Build on what he's doing. He's not a machine. He's not perfect. He's not a computer. He could have a bad game and be fine. What we have for the first time, and no one's really talked about it, I got a full team. Now you got Dom healthy, you got Derek healthy, you got Alex healthy. We haven't had that all year. And so we're coming together at the right time, and kids are playing confidently. And what happens is, like, this game will be, my guess is whoever we play will come out of the gate feeling the dregs of the last game, the momentum. And if you're confident, that won't affect you. You'll know that you should expect it. And that's what this team is building to. They're empowered. A lot of stuff they're doing on their own. We don't really run plays, we run actions so that they can play that way. They're playing with confidence.
You talk about being happy with your team. When did you get to the point to where you could say, I'm happy with my team?
Well, you're building that. I've always liked my team. I mean, I'm never satisfied. I'm still not satisfied. But I'm happy with the direction. I'm happy that they finally accepted confidence is from within. It's not exterior. It's not what someone says to you. It's not how they say it. Come on! Oh my God! No, it's not. That is not confidence. It's how hard you work. In your own mind, do you believe you deserve to play well? And then going on the court and doing it to build your own confidence. It's like self-esteem, self-confidence. I think we got away from that and started looking for alibis of why I'm not playing well, why I'm not confident. And we've kind of come back to this is what it is. And guys are taking responsibility for their own confidence. And you ready? Competence, which is kind of, sounds really close, doesn't it? Competence and confidence. It's kind of both. You can't make a free throw. It's hard to be confident.
Cal, if you guys make a deep run this weekend, do you need to get Tyler a little bit of rest to get him ready for that big tournament?
One of the reasons I don't like conference tournaments, that hasn't seemed to improve our seed if we do well. And their game Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, there's nothing that we do all year that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. The NCAA tournament is a game, a day off a game. So, you know, we're here to, let's tune it up, let's get better, let's play with intensity, let's be together, let's be about each other, let's play how we have to play for next weekend.
Cal, what kind of challenges have been presented by the fact you haven't had a full roster all year? That delay the growth or anything?
Maybe, but it's been the best thing. I mean, because all of a sudden Isaac got a chance, Charles Matthews got a chance, Derek Willis got a chance, Marcus Lee got a chance. They all got their opportunities. Dom has had his chance. So we're walking into the tournament with a big team. And I always say, when you have a deep team, you can overcome a lot of stuff. Foul trouble, injury, bad play. But when you're playing 5 guys and 2 play bad, you just lost. Last year's team, we were so deep, 3 and 4 guys could play awful, and you still had 5 to play with. So we're a deep team, but again, our top 5 or 6 are going to play the most minutes. But the other guys now, we know because of that, it's kind of played well for us.
Did you change scout?
Well, we did it early on when we saw that he's probably better as a pick and pop guy, even though in the post he can't score. He's just not physical enough, and they really get after him. He turns it over. So we're just telling him, if you catch the ball, shoot it. And then you try to remind him there's 3 things that happen if you shoot the ball. 3 things for all you basketball bands. The ball goes in, the ball doesn't go in, and we rebound it. That's good. And then the ball doesn't go in and they rebound it. 2 out of 3 are good for us. So shoot the ball. Just shoot it. Don't. Just shoot the ball. And that's what we got a couple guys like that want to try to make basketball plays that end up being turnovers, that end up being layups down the other end.
Do you see a light bulb go off on some of those guys' heads when you say that real simple math to them? And explain it in those terms?
Well, we got a couple guys. I'm like, this doesn't pertain to you two. Just these other guys.
Isaiah, is he one of those?
But I tell you, in practice, he's shooting the ball so well. I just don't understand in a game where it's a mental block right now, but he'll be fine. But look, for them to be empowered and to feel good about self and team, that's all we're trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do as a coach every single year at this time. That's all I want. I want their minds fresh. I want their legs fresh, and let's throw it up. Let's go. And we're not, I don't kill them at this time of the year. I need them on the court. I need them to play. And so, like, today's practice will be an hour. The thing we did down in Bridgestone was all shooting. We just wanted to make sure that we got, shots up. So
How was Willis looking? Is he pretty sharp? Obviously, I think he played some spot minutes. Obviously, against
he's doing
LSU.
good. I think he's doing fine. And again, I mean, you're playing 4 guys: Alex, Scal, Marcus, and him. And if 2 of those other guys have it going, then maybe he doesn't play as much. If this team comes out, whoever we're playing, and they're playing a lot of zone, he's playing. One of those other guys not playing as much. Just how it is. But I like the fact that now Marcus Lee can settle into energy, block shots, dunk balls, second shots. He can settle into who he is. We don't need more. Alex can be that bulldog that he can be. He can settle in. Those other guys shoot jumpers, do the stuff that those other 2 don't do as well.
After Derek's layoff, could a potential 3 games in 3 days sort of help him get back in that groove that he found earlier this season?
I don't know. I just, you just don't like the fact that it's 3 games in 3 days, but it is, and we'll use it. And I'm not. Believe me, if we're up like 12, I'm not taking guys out. We'll play to win the game and figure it out. Figure out tomorrow. So, and these guys, the good news is I played them a lot of minutes, and so they know the guys that will play a lot of minutes have played a lot of minutes all year.
John, your reaction to all the awards Tyler's been winning?
I'm happy for him. I mean, you had a guy that when he came here, you had everybody tell me, you got a 4-year point guard, you got a, this is how you should do it. He doesn't need to have all pros. And, you were wrong again. I mean, here's this kid that's going to be a pro. He'll be drafted this year. I mean, after 2 years. And the greatest thing is I saw his game against LSU. I eventually did watch that game. After the other game was over. He wasn't that good. That game, he just wasn't. Every game we've played, he's gotten steadier and more into how he has to play and how our team has to play. He's led better. He's made better basketball decisions. He's got his teammates involved. He deserves everything that's happening, and he's made everybody's job, including mine, easier.
Do you still think he'll play with that chip on his shoulder despite all those awards?
Yeah, we talked about it. I talked to the team. Is anybody upset that they didn't get awards? And we talked about it. I've had teams where no one got an award. My team got so mad we won the tournament. And then there were other times they voted all my guys awards because they thought that would soften them up. And I told them, don't let them do that to you. And we won the tournament. So it is what it is. I think he and Jamal are excited about continuing to play. And I would expect that they'll play well.
Kyle, is that your most important recruit over there?
Yeah, I came here. I forgot I was supposed to do this, to be honest. I was coming in to work him out. And then I look at, what is this? You guys are all here. What is going on? And then I said, oh my gosh, I forgot. So that's why he said, Eric's saying, did you come over by yourself? Yeah, I came over early. I was going to hang out with Brad a little bit. But
Does that change your future being here now? Or what does that mean?
according to my wife, it has.
One more guy. Cal, you mentioned
Carl Towns' family called and they were so happy. And I said, I can promise I will not be as hard on him as I was your son. Because I sleep with that kid's mom.
Cal, you mentioned the SEC tournament structure. Is there something you would change to it to make it more beneficial for the participants?
The NCAA tournament?
The SEC tournament.
No, what they're doing, the gifts they're doing, how they're trying to do it, it's all good stuff. They had us go mandatory to that building today. I would have said, why do that? We all had practice times set up, so I didn't think we needed to do it. I thought it was open gym. I thought it was the fans were going to be there, and it wasn't, so we cut it short. We cut it like 30 minutes, but, I think the SEC has done a good job. I love this venue. I love Atlanta. They're great venues, and I can't remember. I think there's one other that's in the cycle here.
St. Louis and Tampa.
St. Louis is fine. I like St. Louis, so.
Does it help that the fact that you guys aren't going to play pretty much another road game for the rest of the year? If you guys will have support in the stands the rest of the year?
Yeah, we had support in games we lost on the road. We've won road games in some tough places to play, and other places early in the year, like UCLA, Ohio State, a couple league games on the road where we had big leads and lost them. But again, with the young team, Scout wasn't playing. We're just now getting it together, and that's why I say when we're seeded, again, this team is a different team right now. In a basketball eye would say, okay, now I don't care what they did in December. I'm looking at them right now, and if you misseed a team, whether it's us or anybody else, the team that's punished is the team they play. That we don't deserve playing these guys. Well, how did we get this? So that's why I said I think that the committee will be fine. I mean, they know the history of how we do this, and the teams get better. So
Cal, UK fans seem to get pretty excited when they perceive that you are swaggy Cal, as they would call it. Do you
I don't know
when
what
you're-
swaggy
are you
Cal
swag-
is. I don't know what swaggy Cal is. I try to be the same guy all the time. I am, I don't take, this isn't life or death for me. You don't look at me and say, oh my God, it's not life or death, because if it was, I'd die all the time. So I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy these kids, take great pride in seeing their growth individually and as a group, and want to win every game I coach. I mean, you guys know, you've been around me, but I don't take it home. If you talk to my wife, she's like some of you, she knows nothing about basketball, so we don't talk basketball. I mean, I go home and we watch the Alaska stuff. This morning or this afternoon when I left, anybody watching Alaska Bush People? Do you do? What's the term they use when they say love you? More?
I don't know that.
More. They say more. So today she said love you, and I said more. She just said, did you say more? Oh my gosh, we're both going crazy. So.
All right, thanks everyone.